What is going on with Kyle Tucker this season and playing in the city of Los Angeles, where, by the way, he chose to play? Today's video, we're breaking down the whole Kyle Tucker situation and what's been going on with him. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button down below, and make sure to comment what your thoughts are on Kyle Tucker after getting his $60 million from the Dodgers and having the worst season of his career by far, and just having frustrations playing at home and just not being the player that the Dodgers signed him to be. Let's get right on into it, starting with these quotes from Dave Roberts on Kyle Tucker. First, Dave Roberts said Kyle Tucker is out of the lineup the other day because he is having frustrations playing at home. Brother, you signed to play in Los Angeles. You knew what you were getting into. You just wanted the money. You wanted the $60 million a year. You could have got the lengthy contract for less AAV from the Blue Jays, around 10 years for $300 million. But no, you want to take the easy way out, go to a team like the Dodgers where you're going to have protection all around you in the order with guys like Ohtani, Freeman, Andy Paez, Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts, you name it, the Dodgers have these guys. And Kyle Tucker was supposed to be that one steady bat in that lineup who would always just be consistent, like a guy like Freddie Freeman. But this year, Kyle Tucker has been terrible at home, and it's really weird to see. Another quote from Dave Roberts saying, he's frustrated. Certainly the play out in right field, there's indecision. Catching a baseball at your ankles kind of speaks to where your head is at right now. That's not a lack of effort. All-star his whole career. You need to babysit a guy like this. Babysit a guy you're paying $60 million. You need to make sure you're supporting him. This guy's a grown man making $60 million a year. And you're worried about if you can support him through this tough time he's going through. He clearly doesn't care about the game of baseball right now. He's frustrated that the fans are getting on him for having a terrible season after giving this guy the bag. Like, you shouldn't. Like, look at this play in the right field. This is absolutely just inexplicable. The ball's hit right at him and he drops it. Who catches a ball at your ankles? You get the ball. I think I could have made this play. The most interesting thing about this season for Kyle Tucker is his splits home versus away. At home, he's absolutely terrible. He has a 189 average, 286 OBP with a 558 OPS. That is one of the worst marks in all baseball for anyone at home, and he's signed to play in Los fields and stadiums in the whole MLB. They put millions of dollars into this place, and Kyle Tucker doesn't want to play there because he's frustrated with the fans, frustrated playing at home because he's having a bad year. Not because the field is bad, the hitting conditions are bad. No, everyone else in the Dodgers is fine playing at home, except for this one guy, Kyle Tucker. And Kyle Tucker, you need to suck it up. You're being a big-time mouse right now. But it's weird because on the road, he's actually been an above average hitter. 822 OPS with a 270 average. That's a great hitter. That's a guy you want to pay. Maybe not $60 million a year, but you want this guy on your team if he has an 822 OPS. This year, Kyle Tucker has 11 home runs, 54 RBIs, and a below 700 OPS with a .1 WAR. You look at the rest of his career, he's been above 4.5 every single year. And this year, now he goes to the Dodgers. He gets $60 million a year to play the game he's been playing his whole life, and now he wants to play terribly. Is this another Anthony Rendon situation? Another Pablo Sandoval situation? You guys got to let me know, because this is just absolutely ridiculous to me. That Kyle Tucker thinks he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to play at home because he's frustrated. No, you're just bad this season, and you're not in the lineup because you're just terrible at home. It's not the home field's fault. It's your fault. You got to figure it out. The Dodgers will actually be not the scariest team everyone thinks they will be, with guys like Kyle Tucker not performing, guys like Mookie Betts not performing at the level we know them to. I don't think they're going to win the World Series. I don't think they're a shoo-in to even make the World Series and represent the National League. This team is not as deep as you may think. Guys like Teoscar Hernandez haven't had great seasons either. Not just poop on this team. This team is still loaded. but they aren't the best team in the league. Or they are the best team in the league, but not by a large margin, in my opinion. They could easily be taken down in the playoffs if they're going to have guys like Kyle Tucker not show up to work every day because they have frustrations playing at a ballpark he signed up to play at and he signed the contract to be at. If you look at his Savant page, it's just like, this is not a $60 million player. Barreling the ball at 6% of the time. Average exit velo below 90. Hard hit percentage at 37. Bat speed compared to last year is falling off a little. That's a bad sign. That's a sign of a guy not giving it his all every plate appearance. Not swinging as hard as he can be. He's just letting up and letting the frustrations get to his head. That's how you know you're mentally just out of it. You're mentally dumb. You are just letting every little thing get to you and make you become a worse team and help you be a worse teammate to everyone else and not produce at the plate. It's not even just at the plate. His fielding is terrible, so he's just a net negative everywhere right now. A -8 OAA, that's the bottom third percentile in the whole league. I mean, he's never been a great defender, but I mean, he's at least been average for the past couple years with a -2. That's not the worst. But this year, he's letting everything go wrong, everything get to him. And he's 29 years old. He has his whole career ahead of him. And if he's going to be like this the rest of his career, he's going to be an absolute bum. Just going on to it, it's just weird that he's fallen off a cliff the past couple years. Dave Roberts just doesn't even want to play him anymore. And I don't blame the guy. I wouldn't play this coward on my team either. That's just going to be it for today's video. Just me ranting about Kyle Tucker and how much of a I could say so many words about him, but I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be civil to a guy like Kyle Tucker because who knows? Maybe there's stuff going on outside of the baseball field. But comment down below your thoughts on this situation, whether you think Kyle Tucker is a guy like Anthony Rendon or if he's just going through a rough patch. Peace.